So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yep, this is happening. I am driving a Toyota Hilux GR-S, and yet alone it's a heavily modified one, as you can see. When the owner said the GR-S treatment is not enough, so he decided to add more flair to it. The Jaos Kits on it, I don't know how to pronounce it. Jaos, sorry. This is the treatment he gave to this Hilux GR-S. As you can see, everything has been newly modified. The wheels, the tires, and surprisingly, no wonder it looked a bit off. Found out the sports bar has been removed, so it gives it a more cleaner look here in the back. Being a GR, this is a legit GR-S, by the way. This has been upgraded from the normal Hilux Conquest variant. And yes, there's more Jaos Kits here. This bull bar, I don't know my off-road stuff, sorry, forgive me. And they have Jaos LED lights here, Jaos skid blades even underneath. So ground clearance is around 279 millimeters, but I think it's a bit higher. And looks alone, I love this GR-S. I mean, yes, it's white, but that's kind of the color of Gazoo Racing for Toyota, so I don't mind it. You have a very big gloss black grille here with a big Toyota badge. And then more gloss black here around the LED fog lamps. These are all LED, by the way, since being the top of the line variant. And then you have massive over fenders here, also gloss black, similar to a Nissan Navara, but this one's way bigger, as you can see. And then, yep, more Jaos treatment here, the mud flaps as well, stickers here. And then I think these are not stuck anymore, the side step. So it does the job at least. I'll go to the interior later. Yeah, it does the job. You have Toyo Open Country RT tires with race engineering TE37 XTM spec wheels, which are actually a bit bigger than the 16-inch of the standard GR-S variant. And then here, this is the party piece of this Hilux GR-S. He gave it an HKS exhaust. I cannot wait on how this sounds like later on when I get to drive it. Then here in the rear, your standard Hilux looks like a Conquest, to be honest. Well, it is kind of Conquest, but with more of the GR Sport badging. Big tail lights here. It's a bit swoopy from here to here. It's not like one long continuous piece here. You got more race stickers here. Oh, by the way, for Hilux GR-S variants, this is plain. There is no Toyota sticker here. So nice touch to the owner for adding this. And then yes, the rear bumper is also gloss black. As you can see, there's also parking sensors on each side. And then since we're here, let's open the load bed. It's a bit heavy, but it's assisted, so I can literally open it with one hand. It's very easy. So open this. You have a load bed cover already, which comes as standard. Thank God, unlike most pickup trucks, like the Navara Pro 4X, for example. So you have 4 tie-down hooks on each corner, like most pickup trucks. You also added the load bed cover, Truck Hero, as it says there. No idea what brand that is. Also, there's an extra mat here as well, so it doesn't get scratched. So load bed capacity of this Hilux GR-S and the Conquest, I think they're just the same. So it's around 1,115 kilograms. And also, before I forget, the weighting depth of this Hilux GR-S is 700 millimeters. Stock form. I really dig this look. Although yes, it may be expensive. It costs around 1,985,000 pesos, which is 110,000 pesos more than the Hilux Conquest variant. But looks alone, I love the color. But if I were to get the Hilux GR-S, I would spend 20,000 pesos more and get the emotional red color, because that looks really sick. And for 110k more, besides all the aesthetics added from the Conquest variant and the GR-S badging, I'll get into here just a bit after this. You get leather seats with suede Alcantara, like it's called suede, but it feels a little bit more like Alcantara. You have red leather here with red stitching, and then GR logos here on each side. It's none in the back seat, sadly, but it's fine. Also leather steering wheel. It's a bit girthy though. Also another party piece with the GR-S. I can't wait to try it. You get paddle shifters. Also, I have been given very strict instructions not to floor this thing. As you all know, I floor every car that I have reviewed so far, but with respect with the owner, I will not floor it because this hasn't completed its break-in period yet, so I completely understand that. So with that I'll show you. You know what? Let's go inside. So this is the interior of the Hilux GR-S. Just shut the door. As you can see, very nice touch with the start-stop button. There's a GR logo. It's quite hot. I'll also let you hear the exhaust later. Actually sounds the same for now. Okay, looks promising, this interior. I love the interior, especially the suede Alcantara style seats. They're actually nice bolstered. The seats feel sportier already than the normal Hilux variants. Okay, fit and finish here, yes, there's a lot of plastics here and there, but The plastics feel so durable, as I can say. It's not like plastic and they just slap it on. No, this one's just a bit more harder than usual. There's even like fake stitching on it. Typical Toyota, just being honest, but I don't mind it. Here on the door, yeah, plastic here and there. Silver trim here, chrome door handle, standard window switches, wrapped in gloss black. There's only the one soft touch here, the black leather with the red stitching. Feels nice. And then you have a small cubby space and one bottle holder on each side of the door. Air conditioning vent here on the left side, and the right side is big. It's also wrapped in this grayish trim and then gloss black trim here. And then buttons here. Yes, despite being top of the line variant, there's blank buttons still, no matter what. Okay, sorry, I had no idea what this does. I've not searched it, sorry. Just tell me what this is in the comments down below. You have your parking sensor buttons here, and then a 360-degree camera. Oh no. Okay, what am I to complain about? At least there is, yes. The resolution is not that good, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit warpy here, just in the edges of... Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. Never tried that, sorry. Okay, so you have to press it twice to turn it off. So this is your bird's eye view, and then when you press it again, it's your left and right side, and then when you press it again, it turns off. And then since we're here, you have an 8-inch touchscreen here that finally supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Okay, that's actually really crisp. Oh, you still get a smart device link, so I assume this is where you connect to your mirror link. So at least you still have it. Okay, I'm not gonna press this for obvious reasons because I don't want to get copyrighted. And then here on the left side of your steering wheel, you get your buttons for the infotainment. As I said, phone buttons here, volume control, and then a button here for the adjustment for the digital display here in the middle. Also nice gauges. It's surprisingly responsive as well. Usually when I press a button, some cars you just lag, but this one responds on my commands. Going back here to the steering wheel. Yeah, it's hard, it's girthy, but it's nice to the touch with the red stitching. There's no rough patches here and there. Very nice. I love this GR logo here on the bottom of the steering wheel with the silver trim on it. Going back here, oh, passenger airbag here on the right side. No idea. Oh, is that button here? Okay, no idea. I still don't know what this off button is. So here below your infotainment system, you have your physical buttons and knobs for your climate control. Very easy to use, very easy to understand as well. You have your drive modes here, 2 high, 4 high, and then 4 low. I will keep it in 2 high for obvious reasons. Yet again, despite being a top of the line brand, there's blank buttons here, but you have 2 buttons here, one for your electronic rear differential, one for your electronic stability control, and then this one is for your hill descent control. And then you have 2 12-volt sockets, one here on the left and then one here on the right being used. And then beside that, you have one USB port and then one aux cord. And then below that, you have a cubby space here. Okay, fits my phone perfectly. And then there are 2 cup holders here. Fits my water jug perfectly. Here in the center console, nice touch with the gear lever as well. Even this is leather. You have a gray trim here. You have your shift lock here. And then you have 2 buttons for eco and power mode. So I will just leave it in eco mode for obvious reasons. And then you have a double glove box setup. Okay, this one is small but it's wide. The main glove box below is decent. As you can see, there's your manuals and papers. And then above here, you have another silver trim here. Below that is gloss black here and there. At least the gloss black in this Hilux GR-S is kept to the minimum. Nice design of this air conditioning vents. It's integrated to the dashboard. And then above here, as you can see, you have your lights here, sunglasses holder, and then visors. No vanity mirror on this side, but there's a ticket clip. Nope, they don't extend. Even the visors feel nice, and this headliner. Okay, the passenger side has the mirror. Typical Toyota. Also, central glove box. Nice. It even has the leather and red stitching. Pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent. So that's about it here in front. I really love the seats. Then I'll show you the back. So here in the back of the Toyota Hilux GR-S, it's almost same materials like in front. Gray trim here, plastic here and there. Only the soft touch is here. Continues the leather and red stitching design. And also, unlike some of the pickup trucks, it still retains cubby space and a bottle holder on each side of the door. And then here's your speaker setup. Going up is a bit tough, to be honest. But then again, this is a modified GR-S variant. Going up, then here in the back, this is my driving position now, by the way. Feet room and legroom is massive. And then headroom. Okay. Similar space to a Strada. The Strada has more headroom as far as I remember. But the leg and feet room, this is like every pickup truck I've tried so far. And then here in the back, not much toys. There's 2 small seat pockets on either side. And there are 4-kilogram hooks as well on each side. There's not even air conditioning vents here. No cubby space, nothing. The seats at least still continued the suede here. Professional car content. Hold on. Just a little bit nitpick. I just wish there were GR logos as well here in the back. But at least there's a central armrest here with 2 cup holders and there's extra space here in the middle. Okay, the central armrest is wide. Similar to a Land Cruiser, I guess. I'm not sure. But sitting here in the back might be a bit too strained for some. There's no recline. It's really positioned like almost 90 degrees. But for me, I don't mind sitting here in the back. And then if I sit here in the middle, transmission tunnel, it's about that much. Yeah, it's a bit wide as well, but it's fine. You can put your feet up. And then my headroom now. Yeah, I have just that much space left in the middle. However, sitting here in the middle might be a bit too hard as well. It's like really stiff now. But at least the central armrest helps you with the comfort at least. So that's about it. I'll show you the engine. Oh, now it's just showing off. So powering the Toyota Hilux GR-S, like the Conquest variant, it's a 2.8 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 200 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque. And it is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, as I said. And you only can get the Hilux GR-S with 4-wheel drive. So I assume this has more power because of the HKS exhaust somewhere there behind. So I cannot wait on how this will drive because I've never ever driven a Hilux before. I've only ridden in them. I wanna see if it will be stiffer than that regular Hilux we drove years ago, and I'm not sure if these are still mono. Oh, okay. I just confirmed these are no longer the monotube shocks. If you can see the logo there, these are on Jaos shock absorbers already. I cannot see what this is. Hard race shock mounts. I think I kinda know why the owner decided to get rid of those, because knowing the GR-S is stiffer because it had monotube shock absorbers, which are way better than normal shock absorbers. It gives it a more stiffer ride. Knowing this, maybe it could be comfortable. We shall see. So with that before we have a drive, I will let you hear the exhaust. This hood's really heavy, by the way. Okay, that is not bad for a diesel engine with a tuned exhaust. Let's go for a drive. So driving the all-new 2022 Toyota Hilux GR-S with Jaos Kit. Hold on a minute. So also immediately first impressions with the doesn't feel stiff, like really stiff. So kudos to the owner for changing the shocks, even though you get the upgraded monotube shocks in the normal GR-S. Yeah, it feels so comfortable so far. Okay, let's try it out with more bumpier parts. Let's try manual mode. Okay, the shift time is Alright, it actually feels a bit faster than the Strada, which I'm just for comparison only, and the Ranger. But I will say the Strada because that had paddle shifters. And I will just leave it in drive because I don't want to over-rev this thing. And I'll keep saying it again, it hasn't completed its break-in period. But just cruising at slow speeds, it's alright. Just put in eco and just relax. Even the throttle response is pretty decent. There's not much turbo lag as well. Okay, let's do a bumpier part. I know where to go here in this test route. There's really bumpy parts here. Okay, just hesitates a little bit in eco mode, but let's try power mode. Just take it easy as usual. Okay, just wants to go now in power mode. And going over humps, it's alright. And handling, the handle's pretty great for a pickup truck. Yeah, there's excellent weight with it. It's light, but it's pretty decent. Okay, the ride is not too bad. It's actually a bit similar to the Jeep Wrangler I drove a few months ago. Yeah, it's not as stiffer as I remembered because of these new shocks. Yeah, you can feel a little bit of jittery and bounce here and there, but it improved from before, especially with this setup. So I'm not sure how stiff with normal monotube shocks that you get in the normal GR-S variant. I expect that to be really stiff like a sports car. It's just kind of weird for a pickup truck, to be honest. And going over humps and bumps, easy. Yes, it may be bouncy, but it's actually still comfortable. And then let's try the 30-degree radius. Okay, yeah. It's as bad as the Jeep Wrangler. Yeah, the 360-degree camera, yeah, may be a bit low on the lower side. It's alright, at least there is. You need it in a truck like this, especially. Yeah, this engine is so powerful and so torquey. Driving it alone, I can tell this is way faster than the Strada and the Rangers that I drove. Yeah, this handling is surprisingly good for what this is. I'm just taking a bit faster paces, but just take it a little bit easy. Not bad at all. And going over humps pretty briskly. This Jaos shocks are amazing. Yeah, there's a slight bounce here and there, but it's not stiff at all. And handling of this is great. There's not much body lean as well. I mean, I'm taking winding roads pretty quickly. This Hilux GR-S is taking them with ease. Yes, it's no sports car, it's no GR Supra, but pretty decent for what this is. And yes, NVH as well, despite on very big ass off-road tires, there's not much tire noise going in the cabin, going at even at faster speeds early on. It's alright. Yeah, you can hear the engine. Yeah, even at low speed, you can hear the engine a lot, but it's not as loud as I would say in the Navara. This has better NVH than the Navara itself, but I think it's just on par with the Mitsubishi Strada. Also, I have another upcoming Mitsubishi Strada review, so stay tuned for that video, by the way. But I am very honored that I finally got to drive a Toyota. Like, I haven't driven a Toyota on my channel since my own car a few years back. And I reviewed one just recently, but I haven't driven it. And yes, thank you again to the owner for entrusting me with your Toyota Hilux GR-S. Despite being modified wheels and tires, these brakes are also progressive. It's not like their Stradas, but I think it's just as good as in a Ranger, in my opinion. Okay, just tying up the paddle shifters. Yeah. It responds on my command, surprisingly. Not bad for a Toyota product. I remember in the older transmissions, when you try to shift up, it won't do anything. But this one, it shifts up on my command now, unlike from before. It's not the fastest shifting in the world, but pretty decent. So jump shifts are fast, and kick down of it is actually pretty excellent as well. Yeah, visibility is actually also great. Like, it's a bit better than the Navara because the C-pillar is actually small, The windows are pretty big as well. Would I buy this? No, because I want the emotional red. Yes, the price may be a little bit steep for some, but unlike that Vios GR-S, just being honest, this has at least GR upgrade. When this came out with on last November 2021, along with the Fortuner GR-S, this had upgrades at least, so I don't mind it. Okay, maybe I would modify as well our GR-S. I mean, if I were to buy one, because I think the monotube shocks and the normal shock absorbers on normal Hilux variants, yes, it might be a bit too stiff. But this GR-S with the Jaos setup, this is great. This would be a dream setup for the Hilux. And turning circle, surprisingly not bad. Yes, despite unmodified tires, wheels, I don't think it affected the turning radius of this car. Now, would I get this over a Strada? That'd be a tough choice. I know I love the Strada to my heart, and as I said, we own 2 of those before. It's kind of ticking all my boxes as well. Like a sporty truck, yeah, I will get rid of the monotube shocks, just being honest. Although I have yet to try it, but this Jaos setup, I'm sorry if I keep saying the Jaos pronunciation wrong, but with this Jaos setup, this is what I would stick on if I were to get a Hilux GR-S as well. Also, the owner has really good taste. Like, he even removed the sports bar behind. That's actually a nice touch for this Hilux GR-S. Yeah, overhump faster, soaks up road imperfections perfectly. Just take it really, really easy. I'm helping him with the break-in, sir. I was expecting to have a lot of tire noise with these Toyotas, but not at all. Look, doing around 50 kilometers per hour. The cabin is dead quiet in here. The NVH in here is excellent. Despite, yes, the engine noise going in the cabin, it's fine. So, this Hilux GR-S, is it the sportiest pickup truck in its class? I can say yes. Because, yes, despite not having the original monotube shocks, this handles and performs really, really well. Let's go back here in the twist. Actually, this is enjoyable to drive. I'm not flooring it, as I said, but it's fun to throw around. Like here, taking corners really fast. There's excellent weight on the steering wheel. Doesn't feel like an EPS at all. And my voice is not even jumping that much, unlike the standard Hilux GR-S. So also, with my driving, taking it easy, finally, I've been averaging 8.1 kilometers per liter. That is very, very good for a big engine like this. And also, I've not used the paddle shifters that much, but it's a good addition to this Hilux GR-S. So that concludes my review of this 2022 Hilux GR-S with Jaos Kit. So let's not floor it one more time. It's good. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews. Bye bye.